hate that. Why do I have to be gangster? Like, I don't understand that. Just because I'm gonna sit down. Ugh, I don't understand why I have to get gangster. And it's still early, thank you, Father, but I need to hurry up. Oh, let me get my laptop. Not to say anything about pop. Oh. So I'm like, oh, you only grab your daily heartbeat because I said something. Yeah. Because my thing is like, because I don't just throw around my heartbeats, because I need to make sure, like, because when I did have a heartbeat from her, I'm not gonna lie, when I did have a heartbeat from her, like, and I was going in her room, I wasn't getting, like, when she was doing the engagement rooms or whatever, and she was like, oh, they're making themselves accessible up here. I would literally like interact with the person and like literally like engage with them. I got no engagement. I never got engagement from her thing. I would literally be following and following and following, and I would get off. Nobody following me back. And I was up in her room getting daily heartbeats like it was freaking nothing. Like it was nothing. But then I would go, and then I would do so much. Like, okay, you guys do this and do that. I would do everything she said except for like throw the big gifts, and still no engagement. Not even from her. And I still supported her. First off, I follow her. And I'm a level 7, so obviously I did once upon a time have a heartbeat. But I stopped. I stopped because I wasn't getting benefit from it. I wasn't getting a benefit from it. So I stopped. That's why I don't like, and she's like, I'm gonna have to pray tonight. Don't play with God. I'm like, let me join the live and tell you why I didn't get my daily heartbeat. And I pray homegirl don't get offended. I'm like, let me join, and I pray homegirl don't get offended. And I will kindly tell you why I didn't get my heartbeat. I've been in her lives since I think last year or the year before. And I was always up in her lives when she had like over 200 something people up in there. What's up, y'all? Everybody that's coming into the room, you guys hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that thumbs up button. I'm just gonna I'm making salmon tonight with some rice. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good, Sophie. How are you doing? Welcome to everybody's coming in. You guys hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that thumbs up. But yeah, I went up in her live. I went up in her live and I was like, and she had 200, 300 people, and her room was really jumping. And I would literally sit there. Thank you. I was listening to this is salmon? What type of salmon? I don't remember okay, this is a different. But yeah, I was up in her live and I was what you call it? Engaged with her. She didn't notice me. This was the first night where she was like actually saying my name and engaging back with me. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm talking about TikTok. Honestly, I came on here talking my stuff. I'm over here. I cannot believe I had to go off twice today on TikTok. And it wasn't like I didn't go live and go off on somebody, but I just didn't like how first the girl was trying to talk about people on here on YouTube. I didn't like that. Um, oh, you know what? I want to put this in the bag. So just put it in. How you doing, Miss? I'm doing good, Philip. How you doing? I'm just making my salmon. Trying to make me something to eat before I go to bed. How are you doing? And then the person I'm just gonna take this as a joke. But he tried to say, "Oh, your name is God's chosen. Are you really God's chosen? Because we can't be talking about the same God." Let me tell you something. We are definitely not talking about the same God. My God is uppercase. Yours is lowercase. Do them MF hang to the floor? I need to know. I'm doing good hanging in there. Yes. As long as you keep God in your keep God in the forefront, you're gonna be doing more than just hanging in there. You're gonna be surviving. I'm sorry, you're gonna be thriving instead of surviving. Hey, sister, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Let me rinse this. So don't. Yeah, I'm doing good. He was like, "Are you really God's chosen?" Because and I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "You're not even reading my full name. It's God's chosen hair care." Me being God's chosen, as far as me being God's chosen, like his daughter, his chosen one, like to do to be about my father's business, that type of chosen is different than God's chosen hair care. God chose the hair care. He chose it without the petroleum and mineral oil and all the other crap they try to put in products. That's what my channel is about. My channel is not about being why God chose me to be his disciple, why he chose me to be the chosen one. That's not what my channel is about. I don't need to explain to you or tell you nothing on why and give you validation on why I'm God's chosen. I'm God's chosen because God chose me. That's all you need to know. I'm still trying to figure out why God chose me. So I'm not going to tell you why he chose me. Every day I ask myself, God, why? Well, not every day, but at times I ask myself, God, why did you choose me? Why me? I think a lot of people ask God that. Like, why me? Oh my gosh, all the stuff that I was doing. Right, and staying away from negativity. I know that's right. The fact that I remember you because the blonde wig. That's funny. What's up, Kofi? He chose all of us. We're all of his creation. No, many are called, few are chosen. So not everybody is chosen. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. Everybody that's in the chat right now, you guys go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. And subscribe if you have not. And let me tell you something. That's for free. Yeah. If it costs you money, I would not be telling y'all to do it. Trust me. I'm not money hungry. Unlike some people that be on these little apps. That's why these people be taking these apps way too serious, bruh. These people be taking these little networks way too serious, man. They over there laughing at y'all because y'all over there taking these y'all over there going to war for these little apps. They not even sending out big bucks. They sending you 5K a month. Listen, we all could have used 5K a month, but if you stop and think about it, you get that already at your job that you're at now. Like if you get $500 every 2 weeks, that's $1,000 a month. If you get $300 every week, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's like what, over 1,200 or whatever. I'm not really that good at math. My night's going good. How about yours, Leroy? I'm making some salmon with some some salmon with some cilantro lime rice. And you know what? For anyone that's just coming on that doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm just kind of venting a little bit about TikTok. And you know what? When I was on TikTok too, there was a woman that was like, "Man, I needed to hear that." She was like, "I cannot." She was like, "Wait, when you drop gifts, when you drop gifts, that's money." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I just dropped a 163,000." I was like, "Girl, that's a big gift." She was like, I was like, "I don't know what that equates to as far as money." She was like, "I think like 600." I'm like, "Girl, you dropped $600 on one gift, girl, bye." On one gift, y'all. And that person that I pray to God that that person that she dropped that gift to, I pray to God they run her back and they gift her just like how she, I mean, I can't even imagine, like, girl, what? She got kids. She's probably married. Girl, what? Then she started gifting me. I was like, girl, save your coins, please. Girl, I'm like, just let me know when you go live and I'll join your live. And I'll engage with you. Like, I was like, what? And let me just say this for the record. Y'all over there working hard for them gifts. Whoever has TikTok. Bet. Shout out Target. Shout out Target. Yes. Wait, let me not shout them out too much. They might think, wait, how does that work? If I shout out Target, they may think I'm trying to, do something. I don't know. Anyways. But I love the rice from Target though, I ain't gonna lie. What's up, Shanice? How you doing? I was born in Texas, but I was raised in California. Oh my gosh, I haven't even been So friend, how was your day today? My day was really good as well. I'm happy to be back on your live. Yes, I'm happy that you're back. And my day was good. You know, I had school today. First day back for the week. It was great. Oh, that's another thing too. They tried it talking about I needed more operations. That was a dude. I knew it was gonna be a crazy day today. I knew it was gonna be a crazy day. They tried to say that I have to do some more operations. The devil is a lie. I'm like, I'm done with my operations. I just need about whatever y'all said I needed with the manicures, and I'm done. Y'all not gonna keep trying to tell me I need this, I need that. No, I'm done with all of my operations. Stop trying to play me. Operate that wig. I'm good too. I'm from Namibia. Is that in Africa? That wig a lie, and the devil said you good. Okay, John. Thank you so much, Shanice. I appreciate that. Junior, I know you. Where you know me from? Bruce City, I know you ain't about to come up on here with your nonsense. Because I know your name looks very familiar. I know you ain't about to come up on here with your nonsense. Okay, I figured that. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for the likes. What's up, Bruce City? Don't come on here with your nonsense. I never seen a wig in cursive. You're fine for a beautiful woman. Thank you so much, Lonnie. Y'all, I was trying to figure out how to go live yesterday with somebody. It was not working. That wig is coming. Okay, so what's your name? John. So what we not finna do, first off, welcome to Gosh Loves and Hair Care. But what we not about to do tonight is start spamming. Okay? If you don't like my wig or you don't like me, you can exit stage left. Go to somebody else's live. Tonight's not the night for it. Like, tonight's not the night for it. Thank you so much, Shanice, for subscribing. We met New York before I know you really. I went to New York one time when I was little. That's hella dolls in the back. Oh, you see my stuffed animals? Um, no, Tay, I'm definitely not a baddie. I'm not spamming. I'm just joking. Okay, well, the joke's done now. Ha ha. Straight. Tell them. You seem irritated. You good? Um. Yeah, I'm good. I just didn't like how I just don't like when people try to belittle people. So it's a TikTok thing. So if you're not familiar with TikTok, you won't understand what I'm saying. But I'll hold on, ma'am. Do you have the look, ma'am? Do you have like the different skin color thing? Or hot dogs? Thank you so much, Billy. So why you have so many stuffed animals? Um, because a lot of those I got when I went out of state, or I just buy them because they're cute, and it's like, why not? But going back to your question, or your statement, Bruce City, I'm not irritated. I just don't like when people try to belittle people. So I don't know if you have a TikTok, but like on TikTok you can send gifts, and gifts equivalent to money. And so people that like me that can't send those big gifts or whatever, because I mean the gifts be running like, you can send like you can send $100 or more. You can send up to $1,000 with those gifts, right? And so, who wouldn't want $1,000? So the people on there, they run these things called a battle, and so um you'll like go point for point. So, but it's like it's really gift for gift. So like it's really who can send the biggest gift or whatever, and whoever gets like the most points wins. So, but in order to get points, you got to throw gifts. So a lot of people, so the live that I was on tonight, the person was trying to roast me because I wasn't throwing any gifts, and I was only like tapping the screen, liking the live, and you know, um, all that stuff. Pretty much I wasn't sending no money. So the guy tried to roast me or whatever, and it bothered me because it was just like, bruh, if all you care about is money, that's the reason why TikTok is the way it is now, because people were only going on there to make money. They really weren't going on there to engage and get to know people. Like how I'm on my live talking with y'all right now, people, the only thing I ask y'all to do is just like. Everything I ask you guys to do costs no money. Everything is free. That's the one thing I love about YouTube, is that YouTube is not money hungry. I could come on here and talk about my Orlando shirt and I don't get flagged. If you go on TikTok and you start talking about a shirt that you're wearing, you will get flagged because they would think that you're trying to sell something. TikTok is always about the cut. If they're not going to get a portion of the money you make on that app, they will restrict you. They'll block you. They'll ban you. I'm just sitting here listening to this right now because this sounds good to me, friend. Oh, thank you so much. Saying you're broke while begging for gifts. No, for real. I mean, literally, like, and I said the reason why I'm not gifting is because I'm paying my way. I paid my way through school, right? And I'm paying household bills. I got PG&E, cable, freaking car insurance. I got oh my gosh, I gotta do taxes. Also, too, my registration for my car is due next month. I gotta pay for that. I got all my household bills on top of paying, or on top of buying groceries, on top of buying cleaning products for my house, on top of buying, underwear for myself, mouthwash, body wash. Like what? And me, when I wanted to go to San Francisco for New Year's, like still having a life outside of that. It's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. like that because they some of those people really make you feel bad because you don't give. And it should not be like that. You got to explain yourself just fine. Like-minded people you enjoy talking to and keep it moving. I know that's right. No, for real. No, you're right. But the reason why I so before I got on here, I went live again. Natural beauty, that's fine. Thank you so much, Tracy. Girl, I get it. Times are tough for everyone. For real. What's up? Get ready with me. Get ready with me. I don't understand why people waste money on the internet anyway. For real, T Smoke. I mean, for real, like, I don't understand why people waste money on apps. Like, don't get me wrong, I still like using TikTok, but it's just like I'm just not about to sell my soul for TikTok. I'm not about to break the bank for TikTok. I'm not going to go broke for TikTok. I'm just not about to do that. Like, what? Oh, and mind you, a lot of the times when you throw those big gifts to people, they don't ever go back to your lives and do the same thing. Ever. They'll just sit back and let you cash out. And then also too, the guy tried to talk about are you really God's chosen? Like, it's one thing that you want to talk about me and how I'm not throwing money. I could go back and forth with that all day. I could laugh and whatever. But when you start talking about God and my relationship with him, and if we really got something going on, that's when you cross the line with me. First off, you don't know me, and that's like people think they can play around like that. I give people a straight warning. You don't want to play like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to play. You don't want to play. You don't want me to show you why I'm God's chosen. Let's just keep it to hair care. You don't want me to show you why I'm God's chosen. If you want to take it that way, we can go left. We can go that way. We can go that way if you want to go that way. But let's just keep it God's chosen hair care. Let's just keep it on hair care. Let's not play that game. You don't want to do that. Is this the only social media I be on? Can you do jumping jacks real quick? Nah. No, I really do love YouTube. I really, really do. YouTube is my favorite social media. I was just for the first time watching movies on YouTube. I was watching Clueless and I watched Beauty Shop last night. Like, really though. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I didn't even have to do nothing. I said it one time on my live. Y'all. When I said something's gonna have to change because I don't want heck of kids coming to my lives and trolls and stuff like that. Y'all, ever since that night when I said that, I don't have any trolls, and I don't have heck of what I think will be minors coming to if they really are minors. I don't have a lot of youngins coming to my chat, which honestly makes me feel really uncomfortable, to be fair. Because I don't understand why I was getting so many kids coming to my chat. It's one thing to have a couple, but every single time I go live, I'm getting these minors, and my chat is filled with just straight minors. That's not okay. I don't mind having, someone that's 15, 16. I don't mind that. But if you're like 13, 8, 6, coming up on YouTube, acting like you grown. Oh no, I have a major key problem with that. And that's all I'm getting. It's like, no, something with the algorithm is gonna have to change. You're not gonna flag my account because I'm over here doing thinking I'm doing something with these minors. I don't think so. And they talking about they're using their parents' account. The devil is a lie. You're not gonna get my page shut down. And I'm over here trying to go live with people. I'm over here going live with an 8-year-old, 10-year-old. Shoot. Absolutely freaking not. And this is not to run off any type of minor that's on here. Because, and it was starting to become too much because a lot of them were like, oh, I'm getting bullied in school. I'm getting bullied in school. And it was starting to bring me down because I'm like, why am I getting all these kids that getting bullied in school? Like, it was starting to make me sad. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm getting all these youngins talking about they getting bullied in school. Like, that doesn't make me feel good at all. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Ooh. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I was washing my dishes. Do you want to be my girlfriend or are you single? Um, Joseph, no. Yeah, YouTube does have free movies. Yes, I was watching some last night. It was super dope. Where are you from again? I forgot. So I was born in Texas, but I was raised in California. You're supposed to teach them how to fight. Bill, I am not teaching no minors how to fight because that doesn't help the situation. It only hurts them. And I'm not gonna tell somebody else's kid to fight because for all I know, they could be the one bullying. They could be the ones doing the bullying. How do I know? Shoot, they could be playing me. Talk about I'm getting bullied, but then they're really the ones being the bully. Like, I can't, you know? Okay, yeah, I remember now. I'm from Milwaukee. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, no, I think he meant their parents should teach them how to fight back. But yeah, I'll definitely leave it up to the parents. But you also have to remember that when kids are being bullied, yes, it's good to know self defense, but sometimes self defense can hurt you. Um, if a child is getting if a child is getting bullied and they're like getting made fun of and they're getting pointed out like ha ha look at your hair, that's one thing. But if it starts to become physical, that's when the parent needs to remove the child from the school. Like, there is no oh fight back, because let's be real, we're in 2026. There's no kids just fighting with their hands nowadays. Kids unfortunately are bringing weapons to school. Kids are not fighting fair nowadays, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately kids are not fighting fair. There's no kids nowadays aren't trying to do a one-on-one. They're bringing weapons to school, and you know what I'm saying. Hello from Thailand. um is it Tana? Most of the times it's that don't play sports that get bullied. Yeah, that's true. Good point. No, for real. Yeah, the ones that don't play sport. Yeah, yeah, because all the kids that are in sports, they're strong. They're working out daily and all the other stuff. But the ones that's like chubby, not working out, yeah, they're looked at as weak. Um, you can't run from it. You have to stand your ground. But what is standing your ground though in 2026? We're not in the 90s anymore. We're not in the early 2000s. There is no more stand your ground. Like I said, kids are not fighting fair. Parents are not teaching their kids to fight fair. They're not even doing it right with their parents. If a child is talking back to their parent and disrespectful to their parent, what makes you think that they're going to be respectful to somebody else, let alone their teacher? If they're cussing their parents out, most likely they're cussing out the teacher too. And also too, like, you don't really get anywhere when, honestly, I feel like that never really worked. Like, I feel like that never really worked where, oh, I'm gonna teach my kids self-defense, so if someone's hitting on them they can hit them back. mm, but how come they're not teaching how to um de-weaponize or break down a weapon? Like, if someone, you know, is pointing a weapon in your face, how do you kick the weapon out of their hand or get the weapon out of their hand and you know, undo it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like take the gun apart. I wasn't trying to say the G word, but take the weapon apart, you know? How to kick the blade out of someone's hand. No such thing as fair fight. You fight to win. But that's the thing. That's the problem. Like a lot of the students want to fight to win, and it ends up getting very, very bloody. And that's why when the fight gets broken up and the people that are fighting, maybe there's one person that's willing to let it go, but the other person's like, no, I want to get my win. I want to hear that I won. So I'm going to keep, every single time I see that person, I'm going to keep fighting him and fighting him and fighting him. It's a never ending battle. And let's be real. Like I said, it could start as a fight, but then it could escalate real quick. And if there is a such thing as a fair fight, because back in the 90s, it was one-on-one, and whoever got their butt kicked and went about their way. But nowadays, like I said, yeah, there's no such thing as fight fair now because, you know, people, they bring their family members, they're doing drive-bys, they're doubling back. Like, that's true. Fist fight ain't like they used to be. It's not. It's not. He right. You have to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, you'll never get left alone. But the thing about it, though, like, y'all have to realize we're not in the 90s anymore. We're in 2026. I was in school in the 90s. It wasn't one on. Okay, maybe at your school it wasn't one-on-one, but at my school it was. And a lot of schools around me it was. I don't know what state you're in, T Smoke, but I'm in California. And in LA it was like that. In Northern California, in the Bay Area, it was like that. And back in the day, the only time it wasn't a fair fight is when the other party tried to bring their family members. Oh, I'm gonna go get my cousin. Well, I'm gonna go get my cousin too. That was the only time it wasn't a fair fight. Nothing much different than now. There is a difference. There is a difference. I'm from Detroit. Okay, so every place is different. So maybe where you grew up at in Detroit, maybe they was already bringing yada I means to the fight. I'm gonna tell you right now, bruh, Detroit, y'all are not known for hand fights. I'm gonna let you know that right now. And you could watch 8 Mile to see that. And if you teach, like, it's just like, listen, it just doesn't get anywhere. It just doesn't get anywhere. And let me tell you this right now, too. Every single time your child, like, if you teach your child at a young age, anytime someone tries to belittle you or make fun of you or whatever, or talk to you or disrespect you, you stand your ground. You don't let them talk to you like that. Let me tell you about them kids and what's going to happen. They're never going to have friends. They're probably never going to get married, and they're never going to be able to keep a job because let somebody come at them crazy, they're going to lose their temper and try to fight. It was hand fights, group fight, gun fights, but don't matter. You have to stand your ground. Hey, Abigail, sometimes a loser goes and gets a gun in today's age. Happened to my friend, other brother. He's 2 years old, RP. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. People will double back. It's in the songs. Like, y'all, come on now. It's literally in the rap songs. These kids out there selling weed, doing drugs, okay? Selling weed, doing drugs, and they're over here listening to this Ketchum Body type music, and boom. Has any of these rap songs ever talked about throwing hands? The only rap song I heard was Throw Them Bows from Brooke Valentine back in the day and Knuck If You Buck from Crime Mob. But outside of that, it was always about catching bodies. Go ahead, friend. I agree with everything you are talking about, as well as I'm here to speak your mind. Don't need friends. See, that's the thing, T Smoke. You said you don't need friends. That's the thing. Like, you may not need friends, but it's good to have friends. Okay? And maybe the reason why you say you don't need friends is maybe because you don't know how to be a friend. And clearly, you haven't really had someone that has had your back. And just like how you say you don't need friends, the reason why you don't need friends is because everybody, maybe in your environment, is out for themselves. Because, like I said before, if you teach your kids that if someone disrespects you or someone tries to come at you sideways and they offend you and they disrespect you, everyone's level of disrespect and offense is different. So if, like how you're talking to me, I could sit here and get offended. But maybe what you're telling me right now is something that I need to hear, or vice versa. But because I don't like what you're telling me, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm about to tell you like it is. I'm about to speak my mind. No, I need to humble myself and learn something and see where you're coming from. But if you teach your kids to always speak their mind, don't let somebody disrespect you, fight back, hit them back, shoot them back, it's going to get nowhere. And that's why the schools nowadays are the way they are, because of this whole fight back type thing. When at the end of the day, if it doesn't really matter, because if your child fights back, your child is now suspended, as well as the other person that started it. Am I saying let your child sit there and get whooped on? No. But like I said, it's escalations to this. So if your child is in school and they say, "Mom, I got bullied today," or "Dad, I got bullied today," and you say, "How'd you get bullied?" "Oh, they were pointing at me." You as a parent need to be like, "Okay, my child's getting bullied at school." You need to go down to the school, talk to the principal, talk to the teachers. Okay. If your child then comes home and says, "Mom, Dad, the bullying got worse now. Now they're pushing me around." That's when you pull your child out of the school, or you go to the school with your child. This is when you need to be on deck. Don't tell your child, "Oh, go fight them. Don't come back to the house unless you fight them." That's not rightful parenting. Because your child is always going to get beat up on, and that's when they go grab weapons. Um, Nobody needs friends? No. You probably don't need friends. Roy Jones Jr. made a good fight song. Okay, I never heard of it. I have many friends. All my friends, I've been friends. I have been friends all my life, but you don't need friends. You said, I have many friends all my life. I'm sorry. I have many friends. All my friend, I've been friends, have been friends all my life, but you don't need friends. That don't make no sense. You simply say you don't need friends. You don't need friends, not anybody else. Out of 9 people on here, 8 people need friends except for you. Just tell them, Ma. What's up, Stefan? Yeah, the teachers too need to be breaking that stuff up. Exactly. Now you're raising a weak-minded, hollow person. Exactly. Well, you need friends. Trust me. When I tell you this, come on, you really need to look aside and say, "I'm better than this. I'm here for you. I need someone to talk to." Why do you need friends? Okay. Because when you can't go to your parents, when you can't go to your siblings, you got that one person that is non-biased, that will actually let you know when you slipping. I'm not talking about an associate. I'm talking about a friend turned family that's not blood related. Why do you need friends? Because friends will be more honest with you than your family. You go to God. That's true. But you can go to God all day. But what if God is sending you to somebody and saying, "Hey, I want you to be friends with that person." You going to God, and you going to God and praying to God, and you asking him, God, I'm going through a rough time right now. I just want everything to end, and no one's going through what I'm going through. Nobody understands. And boom, you meet somebody and y'all get to talking, and that person says exactly what you were talking to God about. And that person say, hey, you want to be friends? Or hey, you got an Instagram, you got a YouTube, let's keep in touch. That's now your friend. You're telling me you're going to stop talking to that person? You're going to stop talking to that person because in your mind you don't need friends? Please. Let me tell you why you need friends. Let me tell you why I know you need friends, because you're on my live right now. If you think T Smoke, you really didn't need friends, why are you on why are you on this live right now talking to us? Why are you conversating with us? We're all friends up in here. This is why you need friends, so you have somebody to talk to and bounce ideas off of and learn something and conversate and vent and get stuff off your chest, so it's not bottled up inside of you and you have this rage and anger. That's why you need friends. I'm not talking about fake people. No. Because I just got off of work. Ray, you said, Stephanie, you said right. I said, what's up, bro? It's Miguel. How are you doing? I miss you. You said because I got off work and you was bored. Right. But that still doesn't take away the fact that you're up in here with other people conversating, talking to people you don't even know. This is why you need friends. Because when you're bored, you have someone to talk to. And let's be real, you just said it. And you said it too. You're like, oh, I could just go to God. Okay. You could have just went to God because you were bored. But you came on this live talking to us, speaking your mind, giving us some knowledge, venting, letting some stuff off your chest. By the way, how was work? You can pray all you want, but still need to stand up for yourself. God won't help those that don't help themselves. But God said in our weakness, his strength is made perfect. Sometimes we don't know what to do for ourselves. We think we know, but only God knows. God told us to not lead on our own understanding. In all our ways acknowledge him and he will direct our path. If we can't act like we know more than God. I know what you're saying though. Like, because faith without works is dead. So we can't keep praying and praying and praying, and we're just like, God, do it. But then we keep putting ourselves in a situation. Like, if our spouse is cheating on us, but, we keep giving them reasons to do it, we can't be going to God like, God, don't let them cheat today. But then, like, we're the reasons why they're stepping out. Like, no. So I get what you're saying. It's just good for parents to clarify everything. If someone put their hands on you or threaten your life, stand up for yourself, but words don't matter. If someone is threatening your life, if as a kid, if you're a kid and a student is bullying you, it's because there's something going on in their household. So and that's what was going on with me, because I used to get bullied. And the reason why I got bullied, a lot of my bulliers were boys. And a lot of them low-key liked me. And one day I asked one of them, I said, why do you keep like making fun of me? And they're like, because that's just, I don't know, that's just what we do. That's just what I do. Like, everybody makes fun of everybody. That's just what we do. It's the environment. I didn't say I don't socialize. But why would you socialize with people and not make people your friends? How do you, like, why would you be in somebody's face that you wouldn't even consider a friend? Like, Because if people aren't your friends, they're what? Your enemy. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Joseph, I said no. Not much, bro. Okay. Do you know me? I have a lot of friends, but I don't need them. My life will go on with or without them. I love my friends. I have blessed with a tight circle. No, that sounds fake to me. I don't care what you're saying right now. That sounds hella fake to me. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be so upfront, T Smoke. That sounds hella fake. And if your friends were to read that, they will be like, bro, is that how you feel? Because I bet your friends don't feel that way about them. I mean, yes, you have a point to where you said that if y'all not friends anymore, your life will go on. But my thing is this though, right? If they're your real close friends and y'all been through hell and high water with them, and they stuck by you through thick and thin, if something was to happen and they left your life, you tell me you won't shed a tear over them? You wouldn't try to make it work? That means y'all were never really friends. Y'all was just associates with benefits. You feel me? That's crazy. That's crazy. When you have when you're I take it you're a male, so if you are surrounded by other males, you guys form a brotherhood. If Thank you so much. You guys form a brotherhood. You can't form that tight knit brotherhood and you're like, let me tell y'all something. I like y'all. We friends, but if y'all leave my life, I don't care. That means they're disposable. I don't want to be friends with anybody that thinks I'm disposable. Friends invite you over to eat on holidays and hang out. Yeah, y'all close. Like what? They'll tell you when you slipping. They'll tell you when you need to get it together. They'll encourage you. Hey, you want to open a business, bro? I got you. I'll be your first customer. Hey, bro, you want to cut hair? I'll let you cut my hair. Even if you did a bad haircut, they'll still let you practice on them. Like, hey, bro, it's okay. You kind of made me look a little crazy, but it's okay. I'm gonna let my hair grow out. We're gonna do this again. You're gonna get better, cut. Like practice. You're gonna keep practicing. You're gonna get better and better. That's a friend. That's a brother. God even said in His Word, a friend sticks closer than a brother. All my real friends I grew up with are dead or in prison. I'm alone with rest are associates. You gonna meet some Bruce City. You gonna meet some real. So you gonna meet some real people. You gonna have friends in your life. You just gotta be open to it. You just gotta be. Whoever lost friends to gun violence or prison. First off, keep praying for them. Two, the ones in prison. Two, be open to meet new people and to meet friends out of that lifestyle. Don't give up on friendships, you know? And even though some of your friends pass away or some of your friends are in prison, I bet that hurts you that dang. All my people are gone. Like, I ain't got nobody. That will make you, I will hope that that will make you feel some type of like, like that will make you like damn near tear up, You may not cry, but I mean, at least tear up. Show me that you have some form of emotion, you know? Hey, and you know what? You said to this day you still send money. That's a friend for the books. That's a friend. That's a friend. Now, if the person if the person says, like, say the person just they wanted to be a rapper or whatever, or a business owner, and they started getting clout and they started making heck of money, and they're like, they started acting different towards you and acting like they don't know you when they're around people. Listen, you just got to continue to show them love and everything. But if they want to act, if they want to act like y'all ain't never been friends or whatever, and you're like, you know what, I look at you as a brother, and this is how you want to do me, so be it. Like, you know, or if they said something to you, and it just hit below the belt, and there's no coming back from it, show them love, Keep it moving. Pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Never wish your enemies harm. But I can see you walking away from that. But it will still hurt you at the end of the day. Like, damn, I really look at you as a brother or a sister and you talk to me like that. Like, I was gonna say, like, I could see it in that sense why you wouldn't care, but still, that would still be your. It would still hurt you because it's like, damn, this whole time I thought you was my bro. I thought you was my sis. Like, I thought we had a deeper connection. Like, I thought we were family. Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean they disposable. They long life friends. We family, but I can also move solo. That's not saying you moving solo without your friends. No, the reason why I said that was because you said that if they were to ever leave, you wouldn't be tripping. That's like saying your friends are disposable because it's like if your friends are not in your life doing what you want them to do, you have no problem cutting them off or acting like they don't exist and moving around them. I have friends, but and I also like moving solo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to ever say, oh, I have friends, but I don't need them. That just sounds like you're still hurt about the last so-called friends you had and the new friends you have. You're like, you know what? You know, I rock with y'all. We friends, but I just want to let y'all know if y'all ever decide to leave me, ain't going to make me shed a tear. I could care less. That sounds like more hurt to me. Oh, we were born without friends and we will leave without friends. But that's not necessarily true. You don't know if you were born with friends or not because when you were born, you didn't know if your mom in the hospital met another baby and you guys grew up playing together, but that baby ended up moving away with their family somewhere else. Like you can't say that. Just like when people say, "Oh, I came in this world alone, I'm gonna die alone." That's not true. That's not true. I mean, it's not. But what I'm also saying, what I'm also not trying to say is like, oh, God forbid, if I was to pass away right now, all y'all would pass away with me. No, but I know if I was to pass away, I know where I'm going. There's going to be people there, and there's so many people every day, every minute, every second passing away. So you're technically not passing away by yourself. What I will say you'll be doing by yourself is when you stand in front of God and give an account, that's when you're going to be by yourself. But no, if the only time you're going to be by yourself is if you choose to be by yourself. If you choose to go through this world, I'm sorry, through this life, not having friends, not trusting people, that's the life you create. You can't put that on anybody else but you. That's a life that you created. That's not the life that God wanted for you. You created that. You convinced yourself you didn't need friends. You said, why would you trip on someone that wants to go? Because maybe that person tripping. If somebody is, like I said, if somebody is if you are quick to let somebody just walk out of your life that quick, even if y'all have a disagreement, that means y'all were never really friends. Y'all were never really brothers. Y'all were never really sisters. Y'all never really were down for each other. You're telling me you'll fight to keep a girl, but you won't fight to keep your Brody? Maybe he's having an off day. Maybe she's having an off day. It's a difference if that person keeps like disrespecting you, like, hey, bro, I told you don't call me that. Like, you know, won't he won't. But still, I mean, I'm talking about when I say friends, I'm not talking about somebody that you talk to like every 6 months. I'm talking about someone you talk to damn near on a regular basis. Y'all be sharing the same bathroom. Y'all damn near would share the same underwear. Y'all damn near would share the same bed. Y'all same clothes, same shoes, same socks, same household. That's what I'm talking. Like a real brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would put y'all money together to go get something to eat for each other. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a real brotherhood. I'm talking about y'all came through the struggle together. Like what? I'm talking about when you don't have it and he has it or she has it, they make sure you eat before they eat. They give you money. You give them money when they ain't got it. Or even if they do got it, they give you your flowers. You give them their flowers. I'm talking about a tight knit friendship. I'm not talking about a friend that you hit up here and there. No. That's an associate. Wait, if they're not friends and just nice people you meet in your life, what if they not friends and just not then they're just associates. If you meet someone nice in your life and you guys don't consider each other friends, then that's just your associate. What's up, Ronell? Everybody needs somebody. I know that's right. What if every time I trust someone they screw me? Am I wrong? You have to look at who you're picking to be your friend. And you also have to look at what is it inside of me that's attracting these certain type of people. Like I was always blaming my ex-boyfriends onto why we never worked out. But I had to look within myself. I had to stop blaming everybody else and looked at me and said, okay, what am I doing? And the reason why I was picking these guys was because, and they kept picking these cheaters, was because I only went based off looks. And the guys that I would pick that were good looking, they were always bashed their ex. And they weren't healed from their ex. So they would cheat on me with their ex. The signs were there. I just was never paying attention because I was always trying to blame them instead of looking at me and blaming me for why we didn't work out. Not true. I could still love them without chasing them. You talking about women? It could be your brother. They still betray you. But nobody's perfect. That's the problem, Henry. If you're looking for someone that's never going to make mistakes, then yeah, you might as well just be by yourself because even everybody makes mistakes, including you. So don't act like you ain't never made a mistake in your friendship. That's the problem. We got to stop acting like people would never switch up on us. People would never be fake. Everybody has off days. Your friend they might, be a little short with you one day. You know, they may irritate you. Are you going to cut the friendship off because of one thing, two things? It says in God's word, how many times should we forgive those? Jesus said 70 times, 70 times 7. Because we all fall short. It could be who's sharing bath. We don't do that type of. What I meant was, so like y'all all roommates, right? You guys are roommates. You guys are all sharing a shower. Let's say you guys are in a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom apartment and there's only one bathroom. You guys are sharing that shower. Or, say you don't have enough money for a bath towel. Your brother goes out and buys you a bath towel. Or he says, hey, bro, I got an extra bath towel. I'm going to give you mine. Come on, Detroit. Don't act all brand new. Didn't you? I'm not saying y'all end up sitting in a bathtub together. I'm not saying that. And let's be real. And let me just say this too. I'm gonna say this too. I've seen some of my girls that are friends. I've seen some of them naked. If your brother can't, it's not like y'all fruity. If your brother cannot say, hey, bro, I know this is weird, but hey, no, I ain't on that type of time, but hey, bro, can I get real personal with you? They like, yeah, what's up? like, no, I mean like real personal. Like, they like, bro, what's up? Like, hey, bro, I was taking a shower and I seen something going on, bro, in a certain area. They like, what? Hey, bro, we gonna go to the doctor. We gonna help you out with that. Like, if you can't have deep, vulnerable conversations with your Brody, let me see if I could try to. Okay, yeah. Um, Nothing tighter than a brother. That's what I'm saying. It's brotherhood. Oh no, sharing draws, that's only something women do. That's not true. Women, we don't share draws. But let me tell y'all something, okay? There's a lot of people on here that come onto my lives that is from the hood, the ghetto, the trap, all that. And don't ever come up on my live want to act all brand new. Like, there's sometimes y'all ain't never shared the same socks. Y'all ain't never switched up. Y'all ain't never shared underwear. I'm not saying you wearing a pair of underwear right now, you take it off and give it to somebody. No, I'm saying you take it off, you wash it, and then you give it to your Brody so he can wear. And then you buy new, or you buy your Brody underwear. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like y'all ain't never shared the same clothes, shared the same bed. If you ain't never did that, cool. But there's anyway. Personal story. I had some cash put away, and only 2 people had access. Mom says that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Roommates, so we got money. We got our own spaces. You're missing the whole point of what I'm saying, bro. You're missing the whole point of what I'm saying. Whether y'all roommates or y'all got your own spot, what I'm saying is whether y'all are roommates or y'all got your own spot, what I'm saying is that when you're down and out and you need some help, you can call on your brother and he can help you. That's all I'm saying. I was just trying to give an example to paint the picture. No one is upfront no more. Everyone fights for the wrong stuff. Yeah. But you just have to ask God to get you around honest people. And you have to forgive your sister and your mom. Are you going to eat that? I am. I'm about to get off live in a minute. These days the devil is revving up. Let me tell you something. The God is revving up even more though. We can't give the enemy so much clout. This conversation is taking a weird turn. No, we never did that. It's not taking a weird turn, bro. I'm not saying y'all did that. I'm just trying to paint a picture of tight brotherhood. You ain't never was with your bro and y'all had vulnerable, deep conversations. And if y'all never did, there's other people on here that's probably not gonna say it, but they probably had that. I've had that. I'm not just speaking for you. I'm speaking just in general. But for all my people that's from the ghetto, that's from the trap, that's from the hood, they know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or you do know what I'm talking about, you just want to act brand new for the views or whatever, you could do that. But I'm gonna let you know right now, my friends, some of them bought me underwear. Some of them, um, um, you know, I use some of their toothpaste, you know, um, slept on their couch, used their shower, did a number two in their bathroom, used their toilet paper, ate up their food. I won't say ate up their food, but I ate their food. What? Was wearing their clothes, sometimes wearing their shoes. They were doing my hair. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna act brand new. I can say my piece now. Some of them, yeah, I did sniff their drugs. Yeah. Susie, you think you joking over here? That's true too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bought some drugs from them so they can make some money that day. Oh, that salmon looked overcooked. It's not. First of all, you have to be serious about yourself. Right now, what you talking about? I get you, but personally, I never share draws after they wash. But I could see a woman doing that. It's different men and women. I get you though. But the thing about it though, y'all have to understand, I'm not talking to y'all personally. And y'all cannot say men don't do that because there is some men in the hood that do that. So stop saying, oh, now you're saying I'm delusional? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna remove your comment. Goodbye, Bobby. Bobby Digital. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Hold on. Hell no, that's gay. Did you play that song right now? What is that on your aluminum foil? It's salmon. I'm from Detroit. Stop it. Well, we was blessed not to have to do that. I'm out. Why did it not it's okay. I know I deleted it. And for y'all to instantly come out like, that's girl, I'm not doing that. Bro, get I'm not talking about y'all. And that does not mean you like men. You know, I'm gonna stop talking about it. Cause let me tell y'all something. I'm from Detroit. We don't do that. Okay. Henry said Henry says storm on X. I mean, I could see that. I'm not. Ooh, my freaking wig is going back. How come nobody said anything? That was quick. I'm done. I'm done. Some of the things you speak about. No, because some of the things that I spoke about, y'all ain't never heard before. Oh, but y'all the same ones that listen to Lil Baby. Oh my gosh. Lil Baby was even saying that. Did he not say that in his songs? Oh, I wish I could play one of his songs. I wish I could find the song and play it. Y'all the same ones. I won't say, yeah, y'all probably the same ones. You're gonna give yourself a headache. I'm definitely not about to give myself a headache. Y'all the same ones that would slap Lil Baby or Future or Gunna. All these rappers I talking about. I slept on my Brody's couch. I slept on my Brody's couch. You okay? I'm saying you the type of guys, y'all the type of people that will sit there and listen to rappers like Lil Baby, or you will listen to Lil Baby, but y'all will listen to them rappers either in your city or mainstream, and they will literally talk about the struggles. That's not my point. I'm not. Oh my god. I could care less if you think they trash. I don't really care. That was not my point. My point was rappers, and you, okay, cool. You don't listen to them, but there could be people on here that do listen to them. And the ones that talk about, oh, that's gay, I would never do that. Okay, but you would listen to a rapper that talk about his struggles, and he would say, oh, I bought a shirt off my brother's back, and my brother gave me his shirt off his back, and I was sleeping on his couch, and we were sharing this and sharing that. But yet, when you hear a female say, oh, that's gay. I never said you cared about rappers. All right, I'm about to get off live because I feel like now y'all playing with me. I feel like now y'all freaking playing with me. Get off the damn underwear. Get off the damn underwear. If the shoe don't fit, don't put it. Don't try to wear it. Bruh, just because y'all, oh my God. Okay, everybody, all my fellas in the chat, we all know that y'all was not wearing y'all Brody's underwear. Okay, cool. What I'm saying is that there's some guys out there that used to do that because their house, their girlfriend probably burned their clothes up because he was doing some wrong, right? Um, or he probably got kicked out of his spot, so he just left with the clothes on his back. I'm talking about a brotherhood. I'm talking about if your brother really got love for you, that he will give you the draws that he wears, so you can have draws. There's men nowadays. I won't say nowadays, but probably nowadays, in the hood or outside the hood, that you think are walking around with drawers on. They're not wearing boxers. They're not wearing briefs. They're wearing basketball shorts under their pants. That's not drawers. It's either briefs or boxers. They're wearing basketball shorts as drawers. They're wearing shorts as drawers under their pants. They're wearing the same pants, same shoes, same socks, same shirt, same hoodie. They were sharing deodorant with they brodies. That's what I'm talking about. But y'all trying to play me, bruh. Thank you, bro. Some don't get it. That y'all trying to. Some of y'all trying to play me for real, and it's irritating me. Because y'all pissing me off, because it's like okay, it may not apply to y'all, but there's some people in the hood that it's applying to, and y'all not gonna sit up on my live and try to downplay the people that did have to do that, or once were in that season, or that's currently in that season. That's what y'all call getting out the mud. That's what you call real struggle for real. Just Chain said that we going in circles. No, I'm about to get off a live. I don't feel like talking to. You're not a man though. I don't need to be a man. And with the name Susie, you don't sound like a man either. How you gonna speak about male brotherhoods? Oh, so I have to be a male to know male brotherhood? How about because I was around males and I saw male brotherhood? How about, baby, I'm not gay. I'm not a lesbian. I like men. Let's talk about my ex-boyfriends. Duh. Let's talk about my ex-boyfriend's friends. Duh. Let's talk about them. My ex-boyfriends telling me about what they went through in their season, in their life. Jacob, what's up, Braceface? What's up? Hey, there used to be a show back in the day called Braceface. How can you speak about male brotherhoods? How can I not speak about male brotherhoods? We need more women speaking up about male brotherhoods. Duh. That brohood only exists in prison and sports. This was a good live though. Enjoyed it. Have a good one if you're leaving now. Hey, don't leave. Yeah, I'm about to go. Because I got to eat my food anyway. And it's 11:09. I'm trying to go to bed because I have school tomorrow. So, and like, who said it? Like, Brody said it. We're just going in circles. Brohoods only exist when you pour in jail, fraternity, or sports. That's not true. Even millionaires have brotherhoods. They're just not it's just not like the lifestyle of um the ghetto. But there's millionaire brotherhoods where maybe that millionaire lost their house in a divorce, so now they got to sleep over their brother's house, their friend's house. You know what I'm talking about? What my whole point was for T Smoke. My whole point was he asked, "Why do you need friends?" I was just trying to give him examples on why it's good to have friends, because it turns into a brotherhood. Why us girls need female friends? Because it turns into a sisterhood. That was my whole point. And I was starting to give examples, and y'all took my examples and broke it down and took it personal, and y'all started name dropping disrespectful words towards people that's actually going through that. And it's crazy. I don't know why. I don't know what SYBAU is, and I don't really care. And baby girl don't want to smoke with me. Okay? There are some that haven't matured enough to speak about real things. They don't know. You feel what I'm saying right now? Yeah, exactly. Or they do know what I'm talking about. They just don't want to say it. Cool. T Smoke, if you don't need friends, cool. Yeah, I got school tomorrow. You too, Henry. Y'all have a good night. I'm about to get off too. I'm about to get off too. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining my live. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank y'all for the likes, the comments, all that. I'm about to eat my salmon, and I'm about to go to bed. Bye, y'all.